Good afternoon to everyone, and welcome. My name is Kevin Plunkett, and I am part of the Simone Development Company family, and we are here today to witness a special occasion for a special person. I want to first start by thanking President Hall, his wife Lee, who unfortunately can't be here today, for hosting this. I want to thank Bernadette Wade and the entire Mercy College family for opening up their campus for this very important event. And I'd like to acknowledge Bill Mooney, who was very instrumental in making sure that this event became a reality. So to all of you, thank you. We are here today to witness the conferring of an honorary degree on a man who's being recognized for his many accomplishments during his illustrious career in the world of commercial real estate and in the business world. But we are also friends and families of this man, who lives by the commandment of love thy neighbor, a man who believes in family, friends, and faith. Whether it be at home with Roberta and Kristen and Ryan, whether it be at work with the Simone and the Cantillo and the Deglamini families, whether it be at his church, where Joe has committed himself for many, many years, whether it be as the chair of the Bronx Chamber of Commerce, and the many other organizations that Joe has given himself to and his resources to. Whether it be on the stage or playing his guitar, and even on the golf course. The man who is receiving the honorary degree tonight is Joseph P. Kelleher from Holy Name of Jesus Parish on 96th Street and Amsterdam Avenue in New York City. I mentioned family, and for 2 decades, Joe has been a big part of the Simone's company, both the family, both in and out of the office. So it is now my great privilege and pleasure to introduce Joe Simone to say a few words this evening. That's this evening's event.
I want to thank you all, and thank you so much for joining us here this evening. It truly brings me great joy to be here tonight, celebrating a very deserving, special man, our friend Joe Kelleher. On behalf of myself and my partners here tonight, the Deglaminis, the Cantillos, and the Simones. We want to thank Tim Hall, the Mercy College team, Kevin Plunkett, Bill Mooney, and Allison Aguilar, who has worked really hard for making this such a memorable and meaningful occasion. Mercy College has really been a strong partner for us for so many years, and it's so fitting that they are bestowing this important honor to such an important person. Joe is without a doubt a key member of the Simone Development family. He has been by our side for over 20 years, and he has watched our business grow, particularly the Hutchinson Metro Center. From empty land to the iconic campus that it is today. His loyalty, vision, and passion has always inspired us and got us through the many challenges that we all had to face. He has truly been an integral part of our success, and for that, we are truly grateful. Through these last few weeks, Joe has shown great strength, resilience, and courage, inspiring us all and being the exceptional man he has always been. Joe, we all love you. We think the world of you. We really know this honorary degree is something that you will treasure as we treasure you. So we thank you, and Tim Hall, I believe you're coming up next. Thank you.
Thank you and welcome you all here. I know there are a lot of friends, maybe more family of Joe that are here, but it's great to see you all on this occasion. I've already been asked 7 or 8 times what it takes to get an honorary degree from Mercy, so I may as well tell you all right now. The normal way is you agree to come speak at our graduation for free. That's an important part of it. And that you be a leader that we want to hold up to students as somebody they ought to aspire to be like. And we get all kinds of leaders in all kinds of occupations, of all kinds of backgrounds, but we're a diverse community, so we want to make sure our students see all of that diversity of leadership and community engagement. But if you don't give us a free speech, and I heard you weren't going to do that, Joe. If you don't give us a free speech, you better be better than that, right? It was good enough in the 1960s, I think, when Bob Hope gave us a free speech for our graduates. But if you're not going to give the speech, we look for leadership that's really more than that. We look for people who are renowned in their communities, people who have served others more than they've served themselves, people who have been friends to the kind of organizations we respect, like the Chamber of Commerce at Bronx or the Boy Scouts. We look for that kind of a leader. We don't do it very often, but we're happy to do it here for Joe Kelleher. He was one of the first people I met when I came to New York in 2014. I have to tell you, don't take this the wrong way, but I didn't come for this kind of weather, this kind of humidity. I grew up on the Gulf Coast of Texas, and this is what I was trying to escape, so I'm not going to hold it attributable to you, Joe. So, Joe helped to introduce me to people in the Bronx especially, but also opened doors in Westchester. He's been a good friend to the college longer than that. So it's our honor to recognize him with an honorary degree from Mercy College. Soon I hope to be Mercy University, but that'll be another story. So I want to ask our provost, Dr. Ava Fernandez and Bill Mooney. And Joe, you can stay right where you are. All right, Ms. Mooney, you've got some magic words to say. You have some magic words to say.
President Hall, it is my distinct privilege to present Joe Kelleher to receive an honorary degree. Did I do that right?
You did it right. We don't do these things without a presenter, so you've played a very important role. So now let me speak to and about Joseph P. Kelleher. As president of Hutch Management LLC, a division of Simone Development Companies, you are an experienced business executive who since 2009 has led the leasing and management of many commercial properties in the Bronx community, including the Hutch Metro Center, 1.4 million square feet of Class A office, medical, retail, and educational space on a 42-acre landscape setting. You previously served as the company's executive director of leasing and property management for the Hutchinson Metro Center. Your career in real estate began in the real estate division of NYNX as property manager for the corporate headquarters building at 1095 Avenue of Americas. Subsequently, you served as Director of Property Management for Catalano Kornblum Management Corp. And Winokur Realty Corp., as well as CEO for Casino New York LLC. Your volunteer and philanthropic work has reached many across this region, having long served as the presidents of the Bronx Council of the Boy Scouts, the executive board of the Bronx Chamber of Commerce as president, treasurer, vice president, and now chairman, as well as on the board of the Chamber's Foundation. You were a graduate of the FBI Citizens Academy in 2013. Did y'all check to see whether he's armed coming in here? You're also a member of the Builders, Owners, and Managers Association, as well as the Bronx Manhattan Association of Realtors. With our Bronx campus located at the Hutchinson Metro Center since 2004, Mercy College is grateful for its partnership with Simone Development over the years and for your personal support of Mercy College. I never saw myself saying that to a landlord. By virtue of the authority vested in me by the state of New York and the Board of Trustees of Mercy College, it's now my privilege and honor to confer upon you, Joseph P. Kelleher, the degree of Doctor of Commerce, Commercial Studies, honoris causa, with all rights and privileges pertaining thereto. Now I'm privileged to welcome the newest alum of Mercy College, Dr. Joseph P. Kelleher. We're going to get a little bit of a speech.
We have one more presentation.
Okay, so should I say a few words?
Yes. I'm going to introduce somebody who will say a few words.
Okay.
Please be seated. Tonight, we're honored to have with us the Deputy County Executive of Westchester County, Ken Jenkins. And I want to personally thank Ken for being here tonight to witness this important event. So I'm going to ask Ken to come up and has a little presentation for Joe Kelleher. There you go.
Thanks, Ken. Stay with me for a second. One, it is such a privilege to be here with you today as you receive your Doctor of Commercial Sciences degree from Mercy College, one of the outstanding institutions of higher learning here in Westchester County. President Hall and all of your provosts and everyone here, this is a tremendous accomplishment. And being here with the Simone family and all of us together to make sure that we're recognizing you and your outstanding leadership. I asked the Deputy County Executive, Kevin Plunkett, to stand with me because we have so many things that we have done in Westchester County, and we do them all together. And that's how we be able to do the great things that we've done. So Joe, on behalf of your county and County Executive George Latimer, it is our privilege to present you with a proclamation. I am not going to read it because it is so many great things that you have done. However, I do want to make sure to recognize that I was a 9X and New York Telephone employee when you were managing that building, right, at 1095 Avenue of the Americas. But more importantly, we are going to have tomorrow be Joe Kelleher Day in Westchester County. So congratulations. And your name will be on the Jumbotron the whole day tomorrow.
At the county center.
So at the county center, that's one of the things that we made sure to do. So congratulations, Joe.
Thank you, Ken.
Well done.
Thank you. Thank you, Ken. Well, once again, I just want to say that I am privileged and I'm humbled to stand before you today. Mercy College has been a very special place for us in our expansion into the Bronx. And when I spoke to Joe almost 20 years ago, when he told me he was going to bring in Class A college to start up in the Bronx, I looked into Mercy and I was like so pleased that he chose and started to work with them on developing this wonderful campus. And in the 20 years or so, I guess, that they have been there, there's been a tremendous amount done by Mercy. We as a company, Simone Company, we support our community. We believe in the youth of our community. We want to provide the environment for educational advancement for them so that they can get a good education in the Bronx, work in the Bronx, live in the Bronx, and continue their lives in the Bronx and make a difference in this world that we live in. We live in, it's a tough world. My question is, what can we do today to make a difference? Sometimes it's just talking to one person, changing one life, one student, one teacher, one doctor, one nurse. And that's kind of our goal every day as we come in as commercial builders and developers. So I'm really proud of being able to do that. Mercy has never disappointed. From day one, when I met Dean Kay, who was our first dean, he was very into the student experience and creating that experience for those students. Everything from how they're going to get to the school, the transportation, the parking, where they're going to eat, all these little things that people take for granted that happen behind the scenes. The teachers have been amazing. From Dean Kay, who was our first dean, Jim Dooley, Mike Z, who's here. Mike's been a champion of the school and building up the master's program. The school is flourishing unbelievably. The amount of students that are being educated through our campus and what they're doing out in the community is just wonderful. It's part of why the Bronx is the fertile ground for economic development. We have to keep educating our children and our adults. And look at all the programs we have now with a large nursing program. There's a line to get into the school because everybody wants to be in that field. The PA program, very popular. If you want to see a doctor today, it's hard to get an appointment with your doctor, but you could always see a PA. And the PA usually winds up taking care of you. And if your primary comes and goes, "When are you going to call me?" You're always calling my PA. I said, "Because they're available." Sometimes the doctor's just not available to you. And we were able to facilitate that and work with, all of our tenants, our medical people, our schools, to provide that kind of service to the community. And it's important to us because as a company, as Simone Development, we're embedded in the community in every way, shape, or form. There's no one that we don't touch in the community. For whatever the reason may be, we're there to help. We're behind the 4 new train stations that are coming in, Metro North. We're very excited. A lot of work went behind this, and but the budget's secured. It's going to happen, and we're all going to be standing there when that train comes down the track, probably in about 2 or 3 years. But there's more. We're hospitality is big in our portion of the Bronx. We've seen that in our own hotel, the Marriott. Going in about 90% occupancy for almost 4 or 5 years now. So we're looking at an additional hotel to be there that goes along with the new train stations that are coming, and all the infrastructure improvements that we hope to see shortly. That we're working on a state and city level to enhance the infrastructure so we can bring commerce and cars from the highways directly in to these centers, so that we can create more jobs. People are attracted, they want to be here, they just need to be able to get in and out. And we're working very hard to do that. And so there's a lot of good stuff coming over the next year between the new train stations and road access and things that we're working on. So we're very excited about that. But more importantly, I think as we look into the future, 20 years it's been a long time. And we've accomplished a lot, but you only accomplish one thing at a time. Nothing happens quick. Everybody's like, "Oh, when is that going to get approved?" Well, we have to work it. It takes time. But we get it done because we do embrace the community. We believe in our communities. We believe in our businesses. We have a Class A operation. When you drive into the Hutch Metro Center, it's something you can be proud of. Every one of us, when we drive in, we embrace the fact that we're there. And the people that come, enjoy that service. And we're just so fortunate that we're able to provide that for them. So as we look to the future, I see more growth. I see the infrastructure being improved. We're working very hard behind the scenes to make sure that happens with our electeds and so forth and so on. And as we expand on our new campus, the dream there is a reality. It's going to be a life science park. We need these things now, right? Look at all this, the things we're trying to figure out with COVID and all the stuff we've been through. We're on the cutting edge of all of this, and a lot of it's happening right where we are. We are the leaders in the healthcare industry, and we will continue to do that. So I think the future is bright for us. We're very behind Mercy College, 100%, and any learning institution that's going to educate our population to make them more prosperous, so that they can provide for their families, so that they can also provide health care and all those services that we need in the Bronx. The Bronx is the new frontier, right? All the other boroughs, a lot of expansion happened there. We're the new frontier. We've been on the new frontier for a while, but it just keeps getting better. So again, I want to thank you all for this recognition. And it's, I always say it, and I know I put my heart and soul into it, but it's not about me, it's about us, that we all do this together, because everything that you've seen happen here has happened because a lot of us agreed to put our hands together and say, but how are we going to make this a reality? And it's happening. It's happening. The Bronx is so resilient. The businesses of the Bronx are committed to working with each other. Lisa is here from the Chamber of Commerce. And it's just, it's a very exciting time in our history. So with that, I'm extremely honored and humbled to accept this award on behalf of everything that's happening in the Bronx, on behalf of Simone Development, which I could never have even started this without being in that position to begin with. And that was Joe Simone, when we always laugh about it, when I was in the city I had an office on 34th Street, kind of where your new campus is now. And somebody called and reception says, Joe, you have a call on line 1. And I picked it up and I said, hello. And he said, hey, Joe, it's Joe Simone. 3 words that changed the trajectory of my life. Yeah. I was like, why is Joe calling me? Yeah. And then he told me about what he was doing out here. And that's how it began for me 20 some odd years ago. And of course, I had the privilege of meeting Mr. Cantillo, Mr. Deglamini, probably the greatest builders and real estate guys out there. And they, together, this team of the Cantillos, the Deglaminis, and the Simone was like the perfect mixture of people who wanted to get something done, and they were all like-minded, but they all knew what to do. And that made me excited. I'm so glad that I took the baton, because, when somebody calls you and says they're going to build something in the Bronx, and Joe had these ideas, I was like, really? Wow. But everything he said came true. And whatever he is, the vision that we have, we always talk about our vision, is continuing. So look, the future is bright for us. It's bright for the Bronx. It's certainly bright for Mercy College. This school is so important to our area. Our population needs Mercy College, because no student gets turned down. You come into this school, if you're having problems academically, they sit with you, they mentor you. Everybody graduates. You just have to want to. It's just that simple. They even figure out how to get through the money issues. So I've seen it work with countless of people. We're turning out, again, physician's assistants. We have RNs coming out, and there's more healthcare being provided, and other subject matter through Mercy. So I'm very proud of the school, always were, and I just love the philosophy. If you're struggling and you go to Mercy, you're going to graduate, because they pull you up by the bootstraps. They meet you in the classroom. You cannot fail. The only failure is if you don't want to do it. And I've never seen anyone fail there. So again, I'm honored to accept this, and I'm looking forward to continuing my work with Mercy College on any of the committees and any of the boards to ensure their success. And I hope that you'll all join me when we are looking to raise some dollars to help with some of these scholarships, because the students really need the money, and they utilize it and they put it to good use. So feel good about yourself being here today. Mercy College is it's a wonderful institution. President Hall, your leadership has been just remarkable. Remarkable, because I've been through a few presidents here that have passed. No, not in a negative way. But when the man from Tennessee walked in and he told us his story, I was like, I like this guy. Something about him. And he just, I don't know what it is, he embraced everyone. People came together, they want to work with him. And as a result, the school has been so successful. It's just unbelievable. So whatever you could do to support Mercy, we appreciate it. And let's make the Bronx the best place in the city of New York to do business, get an education, and to live with our families. Thank you very much. Thank you.
You're already doing it, but we can do it one more time. Recognize Mercy College's newest alum.
All right.
That'll probably get me in trouble with the neighbors, but it's worth it.
That's right.
All right, where we go from here is we have some food and beverages to rehydrate after all this humidity, and I hope you'll hang around some. I know many of you will want to talk to Joe and congratulate him. So that's the end of our formal ceremonies. Thank you all for being here.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.